Hello LOS gang and welcome. If you're new here, hi, I'm Sasha B and welcome to The Life of Sasha. Here on my channel, I like to create content of topics that I enjoy, which include beauty, fashion, and a healthy lifestyle, because I believe that looking good and feeling good on the inside and out contribute to having good self-confidence. So if you're interested in that kind of stuff, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell button down below. So for today's video, it's another vlog and I'm going to be bringing you along with me while I make my meal prep for the week for my lunches. I am making like this quinoa rice bowl kind of thing, so let's just get right into it. So this is the ingredients that I'm going to be using for the bowl. This is all of the stuff that I'm going to be using for the dressing, and then I just have my quinoa. And I'm gonna be using my chopper, which makes this really fast and really easy. So I'm gonna point the camera down so you can see what I'm doing on the counter, just because I'm cooking, so I wanna show you. So let's go. Okay, so first we have a pot, and I'm gonna be using some quinoa. And I'm using 1 cup of quinoa and 2 cups of water. And I can only find my half cup, so that's what I'm gonna be using. And then I'm just gonna mix this a little bit, and I'm gonna put this on the pot to boil. Okay, and while the quinoa is cooking, I'm gonna chop the vegetables. So I talked about this chopper once in my video a few weeks ago, and I love this. I feel like it makes it so much easier to just chop everything. I have cucumber, I chopped into 4 pieces. It's a whole cucumber, and you just chop it away. And then I have all these tomatoes, and I found that I can just chop it in this thing as well, so everything is just going into this chopper. So it makes it very convenient because it's all in one place. And I found that I don't like to overfill this little blade thing because sometimes it gets stuck on the edges. So I'm trying to do maybe like 3 or 4 depending on how big the tomatoes are. So I have this onion that I'm just gonna cut into 4 pieces, just so it'll be easier to chop it. And then right back into the chopper. And just like that, all of our veggies are done. So while I have this chopper, I'm just going to grate this garlic that I'm gonna use for my dressing. Super easy. So normally I would use chicken of some sort for a meal like this, but since I don't really want to have any actual meat in it, I'm just going to be using some chickpeas because these are a source of protein. So instead of having chicken, I'm going to be using this instead, and I really like it. So all you have to do for these chickpeas is open it and strain all the liquid. So now I'm just gonna wait for the quinoa to be finished cooking, and then I'm gonna make the dressing and everything else, so I'll be right back. So now that the quinoa is boiling like this, I'm gonna put the lid on and turn it down to a low simmer, and then it's just gonna cook like that. So while the quinoa is now simmering with the lid on, I'm gonna make the dressing that I'm gonna put on all of these bowls, and I'm really excited because it's really good. So let's go back down to the counter. So I like to put my dressings into a jar just because it's a lot easier to just mix up like that. So everything that I put into the dressing is gonna go in here. So the first thing I need is 2 lemons. Just going to half them like this. And then I'm gonna use this little lemon juicer. It's kind of annoying though because you can only do 1/2 at a time, but usually it makes about 2 tablespoons of lemon juice per half a lemon into the jar. so now I'm gonna use 1/4 a cup of, it calls for olive oil, but I'm using avocado oil because that's the only kind of oil I have at my house. So we're gonna use a little bit of oregano, a little bit of basil, some salt. This is the only kind of salt I have in my house today, so we are just making do with what we have. Some pepper, which is almost done. And I need a tablespoon of honey. This is raw honey, so it's really hard, so I'm gonna have to microwave this. So I will be right back. So this is what the quinoa is looking like now. And I like to just let it sit on the stove for a little bit longer just to get rid of all of the moisture that's in there. It's still a little bit too wet for my liking, so I just leave it on the element for a little bit longer, usually with no lid on it. Okay, and I feel like this is roughly a tablespoon of honey. It might be a little bit off, but that's okay. And then all I do is put the lid on and shake it, and then it's lemon dressing in a jar, and it's very, very easy. So the last thing I need to do is cut this avocado. And recently the way that I've been doing avocado is I just cut a little line in the skin, and then it's usually pretty easy to just fold it out and peel it this way, and then you can slice it however you want. So I'm just gonna do this into slices because that's the way that I like my avocado for this. Okay, so now we are doing the assembly of these bowls. So I have my quinoa right here that is ready. And I just roughly put however much I feel like should be in a bowl. So then I'm gonna put my veggies in here. Then we're gonna take our chickpeas. Now I'm gonna put some avocado. Then I'm gonna crumble some feta cheese over everything. And one thing I forgot to add was the garlic to the dressing. Kind of felt like it was missing something, but at least I realized. So again, shake that up. And that is all of my lunches for the week. This is what everything looks like. Super tasty. This is probably one of my favorite meals because I love quinoa. Well, that is all for my video today. I hope you enjoyed. Definitely let me know down in the comments below if you have tried a recipe like this or if you like recipes like this. I would definitely like to know what kind of food you like. If you made it this far in my video, I just wanted to quickly say thank you and welcome to the LOS gang. I really enjoy making these vlogs. I think it's really fun because I love making food. I love eating food, so documenting it just seems like a given to me. But anyways, I hope you have a good rest of your night or day whenever you're watching this, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!